Welcome back to Daily Dose. Robert here with my pal Susan and Margo, and we're talking kind of roots of our friendship, roots of what we've built together. And Margo, one thing I can say for sure is you were one of the very early adopters to say in no uncertain terms, Robert, you've got something here, and and it meant a lot to me. It still means a lot to me because, again, as you know, with the grad student thing is one thing. But there's another layer to it, and I'm writing a lot about this in the book that is going to encompass a lot of the story, which is, a lot of grad students get through by grabbing onto coattails of mentors. And, and I'm not saying it's a bad pursuit. That's probably the expected pursuit for most of them, right? I did not do that. I didn't have coattails to grab onto a lot of times.
That would be it was a thing.
So being adrift like that, what happened is you guys became my de facto mentors, right? I had to know, was this working for the people it was said it was working for? And I had to trust the unknown, your unknown, that you're going to do the thing and come back to me with valuable insight. How do I know what to do? Well, the end users will tell me. And so thank you for, not just saying you liked it, but by saying you could see it. You got an idea of the vision for the larger potential applicability of it.
I've been hearing Margo saying that in a number of different ways since we started this project to teach together, which is, I'll just have you speak in your own words. Why do you want to do that?
Well, I think that what's happening here is I feel like we need to take this to a broader audience. This has done so much for us. And I think that once other people are exposed to this, it's just going to make the world a better place, but for sure the Parkinson's world a better place. And I think it goes right up in the same category as Rocksteady, Power for Parkinson's. All of those wonderful programs, but this is a little bit different. You don't have to have the physical piece to do it. You can, just,
if I think about it, Power for Parkinson's, it's an exercise class, right? There are many iterations, but they could go add a boxing class, right? My guess is they won't add an improv class. I think really what you've taken on here and what we've taken on is, it's a pretty high bar. It's
right.
It's subtle.
Whenever you're trying to wedge in a new category, the bar is high, and that is directly what the problem was in my research, of course, because my professors came, especially the ones on my committee, were very much in the motor world, right? Which Parkinson's to me is mislabeled when it's only considered from the motor. And what I've been arguing for, and I didn't even have quite the terms back then, but I've now gotten more succinct with, and I understand, is that the psychosocial and the emotional parts of it are at least as, if not more important components of the Parkinson's experience. Now, maybe departmentally, these people just didn't have it. And, there I was trying so hard to bang the square peg into the round hole that, they fought me right to, as you remember, the word exercise. They just didn't want to allow me to call improv an exercise, saying that I was, and you, an etymologist, Susan, the wordsmith of us, you go, wait a minute, and you can absolutely call this an exercise.
And when we practice it, we get better, we get stronger. It becomes more second nature. We're not afraid of it. Look at me, for example.
I'm the same person at the core, but it has changed me in some very deep and significant ways, being a part of this endeavor, whatever you want to call it. It's really given me the opportunity to find my own voice, I think.
Wow, gosh, Margo, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. What a gift, Robert, to be able to.
We're going to jump this into the next episode. I want to yes and that to say, Susan, that's very much your journey too, is the finding of your own voice. And I'd like to amplify that and hear more from both of you about the finding of your voice within this space. So we'll be back with your next Daily Dose, and Susan's going to lead us in. See ya.